conservation teacher Chuck Moore, students Danny Coombs, Ty Coombs, and Dylan Doolin.
All right, I'm going to introduce these guys. This is Ty Coombs. Ty Coombs has been part of our conservation program for 4 years. He was with us when we first got started on the question. He came outside of also like to say, as well,
Let me ask real quick, why do you think this class has been, or these classes have been so popular from you guys' perspective?
So who's the best thrower of a bait caster? Chuck? You mean it's Chuck? That's who I was looking at. Whoa, that's a gauntlet.
If you guys don't mind, hang there for a second. I'd like to get a picture with the board and you guys together.
Moving on to item number 5, there was no contact with the public.
Nope, nobody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Item 5A, public hearing for reemployment of Kimberly Girding, elementary school first grade teacher, will be held for retire, rehire at the next regular Board of Education meeting on June 16th. And then item 6, reports to the treasurer. Jill.
I've given you, on your two, did I give you one? No.
Here, you can have one.
No, I got it.
You
I
got
got plenty, yeah.
I didn't understand the first time.
There's yours.
Thank you.
All right. All right, that time of year again, 5-year forecast, file it twice a year, the end of November, the end of May. So it's required by law. Try and get to the highlights that everybody really wants to hear about, cut down all the other stuff. You go down to, as I've always said, line 6.01. This will show you if we are are we taking our own engine, what's spending in the year. This year we are using as much as that later, but not forecast to be a lot. That's good news for us. Go down a little bit. Bottom cash carryover, we are going from 12 million last year to 6 million this year. And down in the reading for that, still though, the right forecast, we are emptying you've got property taxes, income tax, which is voted in 1995, which is the newest one. And then you've got your state funding, which is your line 1.125 and 1.125. We are 42% funded by local taxes, 58% funded by state. If you don't mind going to the PowerPoint, we show you that in the second graph. So this is what I just talked about. Out of all those general fund revenues I was just talking about, I think 58% of the benefit from the state and 42% that are local payers paying into the program. So this is number 14. This is our expenses. So we are, like any other district, not me, but most of our expenses are our salaries and benefits. So out of the 25, 26 million that we have coming in, 83% of that is spent on salary and benefits. Again, not unique to any school district, some may be a little bit higher, some may be a little bit lower in other districts. Now, why are we deficit spending this year to the tune of almost $6 million? And that is because legislatures right now, very unique situation. They've got some bills going on, there's been passed by the House and going into the Senate. They're really heavily focused on putting money into private schools and not public schools. They've got about $448 million going to both vouchers for private schools and for public schools, they have called for about $100 million less than the public. So big shift going on here, which means with some of those proposals that they have out there, one of them is limiting the school district tax carryover balances of 30% of prior fiscal year expenditures. So if you look at last year's fiscal year 24 expenses, which were $23 million, take 30% of that, and we got to transfer what we're going to do. We're going to transfer out over 70%. And put it into either our PI funds or our 07 funds, which is a new fund for us, not new to, any new fund for any one of the states. But new to us, it's a capital improvement plan. We're going to put about $4.7 million from the general fund into that capital improvement plan. Why are we doing that? That's because usually how I operate is whatever's law is law. But because there's so many egregious things that the legislatures are proposing to do to school funding, many of us have decided that we're going to take that 70%, move it out of capital improvement, or some other funds, whatever makes sense for the district. The nice thing about the 07 funds, you definitely have improvement in the district. I mean, we're getting new buildings, there's a lot of other things going on other than the capital building. You've got a lot of that flood fund, you've got parking lots, you've got transport, you've got a whole gamut of things that we can definitely put our money into. But what that means is we don't have to spend it in there, we can always put that back. We can keep it back. This way then, the legislatures don't get their hands on that additional 70% into the fund. The fund is a good steward of what is ours is ours, and we've done very, very well with the planning of the district. So we're trying to keep that contained and not letting it go. So that's why you're seeing that deficit spending of $2.6 million, because we are only doing about $8.5 million. And we in the last two final days of the final result. So that's the situation. Again, what that looks like, but this is something really something as well. Where does it all fit? We have one more thing here, but then they have to actually pass. So at this time, we already actually, put this to the stage, show what we are doing, the efforts and stuff, the funding where it is, especially when we do this. Those really are the biggest items. Not much in the report, I will say, that's the nice cash balance. 1.5 million. Half of that is even really looking to have, some extra cash where the rates come up, we expect them really, really good money. That's about half of that. Even the balance is actually really about that. Other than that, I think those are the biggest things that I have. Like, any other questions?
I just want to kind of clarify something you said. It's not like we're checked the state for that amount. They're just not going to give us that amount the next fiscal year. So it's not like they're taking it away from us like we got to write a check to them. It's just that they're not going to.
Right, basically, my experience, we're gonna come back and it's not going to give us the money back. These days, so we're willing to distribute it. And like you said, not writing a check, we're just gonna distribute it back to the business. We're not unique, that's what you have to do in this school, is some public school, and we're all facing the same situation. Everybody's doing a little bit different stuff here.
I'm not sure how constitutional this is, because basically they're taking away money that the voters had voted to give us 40 years ago. So it's millage that was voted to give us, and now the state says, well, we don't think you need that. So I'm not too sure there's not going to be some lawsuits over it. So.
Right, and that's one thing in our professional development that they're talking about too, that if it does pass, then there could be some lawsuits because of the constitutionality of that.
Right.
Thanks, Jill.
Which means in this agenda, we've got the 070 fund, the capital improvement, which we're going to transfer to 4.7 million. So that's one of the items on our agenda.
Okay.
But that's money that can move out of that back to the
We
general.
can move back to the general fund if we have
And
to.
that's
yes.
why she's doing that, so
Yep.
that it's still available for the general fund if we need it.
Right.
Moving on to item number 7 is the superintendent's reports.
And then we need to-
Oh, sorry.
I have a motion.
Pencil?
Thanks, Rodney. Thanks, Brad.
All right, Mr. Hensel,
Yes.
Mr. Lovett,
Yes.
Mr. Wingfield, Mr. Carney.
Yes.
Sorry about that, Chad.
I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the podium for this. I want to recognize some folks that retired this year, and, we have the golden apple on here, I don't know, some of you have seen it, so it's a lot, but it's I'm gonna pull one out here so you guys see it. You put it in there. I don't know what all these,
Is it really gold?
They're all wondering.
Yeah, so, a couple of folks that you'll see here first, we're going to look at Clarence here, Karen Plum, taught us for 23 years. And I just wanted to highlight real quick that she started at the middle school, and she went to Harvard Central, and then moved up at technology school last year. So, we definitely appreciate Karen and all the time that she's 23 years that she's been there. Next, I wanted to also mention the benefit of living to be your Kathy Bishop. She's 27 years as assistant coach, and she's done that starting at Esty. I want to go around and then finish up here at Esty.
SP Bulldog.
This year, I'd like to recognize Mr. Don. Don has got this, he has 26 years, and he's got it, in 10 years in Tennessee School. So if you don't mind, I'd like to give you apples and Florida. And you guys know how much we need and appreciate drivers. So it's very, I'm very happy to have this for 10 years. And we're always welcome to find something done again. Thank you very much. Well, let's see if you want to say something or if you want to.
Good riddance. That's what she wants to say.
Well said. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Janet is here. And so I want to recognize her, 27 years at Tennessee Schools. And it's just kind of fun looking back at where you've been. Because I asked Linda for these and I thought her was very similar. She was at Hardin Central and she started. And then went to Northwood and Westview. So Travis, both buildings at that time. And then went to Northwood and East Crest, and traveled. And then went to Hardin Central, before finally landing where she's been the last 10 years or so at Katy. Yes, so she's been around the district, a lot of buildings, and a lot of kids for 27 years. So this morning will be real good. We'll do the opportunity.
It's been a great career. I'm on the level. It's a long day. I went to school with my kids, and now my grandkids go to school. And I'm the second year with my second, I have like a second year at that. So I'm gonna miss that one, and then all the kids.
All right, and, let's see, the most number of years of experience here, Mr. Funkhauser. Mr. Funkhauser, and a lot of folks know you've been to high school for quite a while, but what you may not know is that we started at Hardin Central as a fourth grade, or fourth and fifth grade, teacher. I think we taught fourth grade for a year or two, and fifth grade for a year or something like that. So we started teaching fourth and fifth before getting into teaching computer science at the high school, and then moved on to teaching a lot of disciplines at the high school. That was on, I don't know, we started, every year it changed and do something else. But robotics and things after school, lots of disciplines. Very interesting guy. He's got opinions about everything. So, no, you don't want to do too much. I know he can say he's retired, but the other one formed, and then his wife went to the printing business, and so then it stayed in the business.
I spent all of my full-time teaching career at Print, and absolutely it has been an awesome place to work with kids and staff. And just to give Chad some kudos, absolutely enjoyed working with him with Chad. Really the type of things going into students.
So, yeah.
Thank all of you.
So thank you very much for coming tonight. You are welcome to stay, but you also are anytime you want. And again, this is for not even for myself or board, from the kids. So you guys served for many years. Thank you. All right. I'll move back over here and finish up here. With the public hearing, will be in our next meeting.
Bye, Jana.
And that will give people a chance if they want to sign up and speak. But that's
Bye,
going to.
Donna.
Thank you.
See you, Joe.
Thank you. Our next board meeting is we're going to look at the reemployment of Mary Wormley. So she has been teaching for Kenton City Schools for a long time and would like to go into the new building as seventh grade teacher. I believe, yeah, social studies is what she teaches. So that'll be open for comment, but also we will look to potentially take action on that then at our next board meeting. So I just want to make sure we get that. And then we go to
Board committee reports.
I know there was extracurricular, and Doug.
Yep, that's me.
Things from that.
Yep, I've got a couple of highlights from that meeting. We had that one day last week. First shout out, we'll talk about the sports side of things. Tommy Mustang set a new record. That was broke, the last time was 1991. He broke it at 13 foot 10 inches on the pole vault. So congratulations to Tommy on that one. And then the Hall of Honor, something that's coming up. I think we voted on it last month to move forward with it. They're actually currently getting a committee assembled to get that thing a-rolling. So that'll actually be something that we'll be putting in the new building as well. And then we moved on to the band and the choral guys. Cabaret just ended, so everybody got a chance to see that. Looks like it was well attended. I think the kids had a lot of fun. I talked to a couple of them, and they really enjoyed that. Also, both of the groups are actually spending a lot of time right now. They're super excited about the new performing arts center. Super excited. I mean, you could just see it in their eyes, on their face. It was really cool to see some of the stuff that they're doing and hear about, they're getting into details of getting maybe some old sheet music out, a lot of stuff's electronic now. Getting a lot of that going through, get it organized, filing all of that stuff to get prepared to go to the new building. Cleaning they've got getting rid of some old instruments that they had. So then back trying to company that'll buy those out. They'll probably refurbish them or something, but really neat of just cleaning things out, getting prepared for the new building. But I don't think they've announced what the next theme is going to be for the
Yeah,
new.
they did.
Did they?
Yes, cabaret.
Did they announce in the cabaret? Mary Poppins. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that next theatrical performance from our kids. It ought to be amazing, especially in the new Performing Arts Center. They were talking about a lot of the stuff that they're going to be able to do in it, and they're super excited about that. So looking forward to that. And they're also planning for the Disney trip. Once every couple of years they do a Disney trip. They're in the midst of planning for that right now. So really looking forward to the next couple of years of seeing what they're going to do with the new space. And that was it.
All right.
Policy didn't, or not policy, sorry, finance didn't meet. Joe, is there anything that you want to highlight on that?
No,
We kind of just did.
We just did, yeah. Yep.
All right, thanks, Doug. Moving on, there was no old business. So no motion. So moving on to new business, item 10, authorizations and resolutions. Item 10A is to approve the following donations, and we can see the list here. Casey Herod, Savvy Shark and Company to KCS Autism Team, to KHS Quiz Bowl from Graphic Packaging, Golden Giant, Robinson Finn, Rogers Agency, to KHS Track, Chuck and Peggy Downing, and to KHS Card Rewards, Bruce and Shannon Donnelly. So we're always grateful for all those donations that they receive. Item 10B is to approve the transportation agreement between Kenton City Schools and Hardin County YMCA for the field trips in the summer of 2025. Item 10C is to approve the following overnight out-of-state trips. JROTC Cadet Leadership Challenge at Camp Montauk, Boy Scout Camp in Peninsula, Ohio from June 19th through the 13th. HOSA National Competition in Nashville, Tennessee from June 17th through the 22nd. And KHS Football 7-on-7 to Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia, June 19th and 20th. Moving on to item 10D, to approve the KCS Nutritional Standards Report for 24-25. And then item 10E is to approve the Kenton High School 2024-2025 tentative graduation list. So we say congratulations to all the graduates. Well done. Yep. Item 10F is to approve the real estate purchase contract between Hardin County Commissioners and Kenton City Schools for the property located at 222 West Carroll Street. Item 10G is to approve Optium Foods Incorporated quote for home delivery for summer lunches for this summer. Item 10H is to approve the 2025-2026 learning plan for Calamity Days. Item 10I is to approve the 5-year forecast as Jill presented. And then item 10J is to approve the following certificate of estimated resources. And you can see that there. Item 10K is to approve the following amended appropriations. Item 10L is to approve the following fund-to-fund transfer, which I think Jill also mentioned in her report. Item 10M is to approve the contract between Pay Schools and Kent City Schools to support the cash register terminals effective July 1st, 2025. And I did have a question about what are those cash register terminals?
When the kids come out to pay, or after they get their food and come out to pay, instead of us having the computers basically that have the software and everything, this is the company that we run through. They take care of all that stuff. So our tech folks don't actually have to operate and do all service, all that stuff.
Okay.
It's all taken care of tomorrow.
I was just curious what that was. Yeah. Item 10N is to approve the quote from SecureCom to upgrade KES paging system. Item 10O is to approve a 100% enterprise zone property tax exemption for certain real property improvements to benefit Robinson Pin Machines, on the condition that certain provisions are met by Robinson Pin Machines in Hardin County. Item 10P is to approve the 7th grade Camp Heartland trip for the 2025-2026 school year. That'll be April 27th through the 29th. Item 10Q is to approve the Ohio School Plan Insurance for July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Item 10R is to approve the real estate purchase contract between the Midwest Regional ESC and Kent City Schools for the property located at 530 Gilmore Street in Kenton. And then item 10S is to approve the following resolution to establish the Capital Projects Fund that Jill had also spoke about in her report. And I have a motion to accept. Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Rodney. Any questions?
Mr. Ludley?
Yes.
Mr. Wingfield? Mr. Carney?
Yes.
Mr. Hensel?
Yes.
Item number 11 is personnel items. Item 11A is to approve supplemental contract employee for the 2025-2026 school year. And you see the list of individuals there for that. Item 11B is to approve supplemental contract employment for non-employee for the 2025-2026 school year. And you see the list there for those individuals. Item 11C is to approve the following teacher contracts for the 2025-2026 school year. Limited 1-year contracts, limited 2-year contracts, and then a continuing contract for Matt McCullough. Item 11D is to approve the following people for the 2025 summer help. And then item 11E is to approve the following classified substitutes for the 2025-2026 school year. We have maintenance, custodial, educational assistants in that list. Item 11F is to approve the following substitute teachers for the 2025-2026 school year. Then item 11G is to approve the following 3-year contract for Amber, school psychologist. Item 11H is to approve the building consultant contract between Doug Comstock and Kent City Schools for the 2025-26 school year. Item 11I is to approve the following certified transfers for the 2025-26 school year. Amy Rudd from KES first grade to KMHS instructional coach. And Lauren Case from preschool to first grade. Item 11J is to approve the written resignation of Chelsea Holland, KES educational assistant, effective June 1st. Item 11K is to approve the following classified transfers for the 25-26 school year. Heather Brim from KMS cafeteria to KMHS educational assistant. And then item 11L is to approve the following volunteers for the 24-25 school year. Gavin Payne. And then item 11M is to approve Andrew M. Ryan as KCS Director of Technology for a 3-year contract for the 25-28 school year. Set to begin August 1st. Item 11N is to approve the written resignation of Gina Shen, KES custodian, effective May 5th. Item 11O is to approve Sarah Evans as a preschool teacher for a limited 1-year contract. Item 11P is to approve the written resignation of Christy Lawrence, intervention specialist, effective August 11th. Item 11Q is to approve Aubrey Critchfield as KES educational assistant. And moving on to item 11R, approve the written resignation of Lance Stram, a KCS bus driver, effective May 23rd, 2025. Item 11S is to approve Brittany Bash, KES educational assistant. Item 11T is to approve Aaron Castle, KES educational assistant. Item 11U is to approve the updated retirement date for Karen Plott from June 1st, 2025 to August 1st, 2025. Item 11V is to approve Chloe Barnett as intervention specialist for a limited 1-year contract for the 25-26 school year. And then item 11W is to approve the salary for John Kell, JROTC instructor. Okay. Any questions about any of that?
This is 24-25 school year. 25
Yes.
Yes.
Yep,
That's fine. I just didn't want to be a typo and you guys wanted to do the next year.
good question.
Yep,
Good
thanks,
catch.
Brad.
Yep.
My question is Andrew's salary coming out of Ryan's? Well, I haven't met him yet, so he might not be an upgrade.
Anything else? Motion to accept.
Cancel.
All right.
Mr. Wingfield? Mr. Carmine?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hensel?
Yes.
Mr. Levin?
Yes. The timeout is 7:43, and the next regular Board of Education meeting will be held on June 16th at 7 p.m.